In May 2019, the Equality and Human Rights Commission launched a full statutory investigation following a formal referral from Campaign Against Antisemitism. The EHRC is a non-departmental public body established by the Equality Act 2006, which was passed by the Labour government. The Labour government gave the EHRC wide powers to force organisations to comply with equality and human rights laws. The only other party to be probed by the EHRC was the British National Party, but that was a very limited investigation. In September 2017, the EHRC told the Labour Party that it must do more to prove that it is not an anti-Semitic party, but even then, Labour repeatedly failed to address its anti-Semitism problem. CAA formally referred the Labour Party to the EHRC in July 2018, and in the months that followed, made a series of detailed legal representations. In March 2019, the EHRC approached Labour's leadership to try to agree a set of remedial actions. But even then, the EHRC received insufficient assurances that victimisation, harassment and anti-Semitic discrimination would stop. So, in May 2019, the EHRC launched a full statutory investigation. In hundreds of pages of submissions, CAA has shown there have been an unacceptable number of anti-Semitic incidents and a culture of denial of anti-Semitism in the party, an unfair and ineffective complaints process, a disciplinary process that victimises those who fight anti-Semitism, a toxic culture that means victims are reluctant to make complaints, substantial evidence of institutional anti-Semitism, a failure to use the international definition of anti-Semitism, and an inability to resolve the anti-Semitism crisis itself. The EHRC agreed that there was sufficient evidence to investigate systemic unlawful acts. The investigation has mainly focused on Labour's response to a sample of incidents since March 2016. As this is a full statutory investigation, the EHRC has been able to use all of its investigatory and enforcement powers and compel Labour to reveal internal communications, such as text or WhatsApp messages and emails. The EHRC has been asking several questions. Have unlawful acts been committed? Has Labour implemented the anti-Semitism reports by Baroness Royale, the Home Affairs Select Committee and Shami Chakrabarti? Are Labour's rulebook, disciplinary processes and sanctions suitable? Has Labour responded to complaints lawfully and effectively? The EHRC has had regard to the international definition of anti-Semitism in its investigation. CAA spent hundreds of hours making legal representations to the EHRC to bring this investigation about. We continued to submit evidence on an ongoing basis. Now, in 2020, the EHRC has published a report of its findings and has made recommendations.